My question is, I've been speaking with observers and political experts who say that for you to be able to reclaim a mandate that you said has been taken from you, you need to prove abundantly enough that the suppression, voter suppression that has been alleged, the violence and everything that happened on Saturday was enough to sway the votes in your direction. So do you have abundantly enough evidence to do so?
Well, let me again say it. We're not yet in court. That is why the court exists. And they've asked me to go to court. And I want to go to court. I don't want to answer questions on my way to court. I want to go to court.
Okay. All right, Omo, come. I wanted to travel this way, but I see you are... Okay.
My name is Omo Mansoy and I report for AIS TV. I just want to ask you, because you told us some moments ago that you have been having series of meetings with a lot of people, people from the international community, and maybe back home here in Nigeria. Do you feel like you are under any pressure from anywhere?
Not at all. I can tell you, nobody will ever put me under pressure when I challenge misconduct, rascality, or illegal process. Because it's not about it's not about, you can't, how do you put the person who is doing kidnapping under pressure? We're challenging what is wrong. It is not about me, it's not about you, it's not about it's about the society our children will live in. And I want people to understand that. I'm challenging a process that is faulty, a process that is wrong. It could be anybody. It is not about anything. So there's no pressure. Nobody has. And they know they will not.
Okay, the lady at the back. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rena Opozeki. I work for Dark Communications AIT. So I want to ask you, how are you engaging the international communities on the outcome of the election?
Thank you very much. Now the real AIT, not former AIT.
Quite frankly, I'm not unless on invitation, I'm not engaging any international community or international body, because I feel this is the Nigerian problem. And this is time we have to start solving our problem. Elections have been conducted in all parts of Africa. And nobody have ever seen something near what we're going through here. So I'm not consulting anybody.
Okay.
Good day, sir. My name is Niyomani. I'm correspondent for News Central. I know you've recorded a lot of success rates when you go to court. I'm not trying to be an antagonist, but if you eventually go to court and it remains the same, that the mandate is given to your opponent, what will you do? Secondly, we've seen a lot of visuals online about youth destroying their PVCs. What word do you have to these youth who you somewhat represent their demographic?
Well, I'm still going to go around appealing to the youth. This is a long distance journey. And you have to know, I'm committed to going through this journey with them It's not going to be a one-day journey. No matter how long the night is, they will be there. And I want to show them that I will be there. We have to go through darkness. I'm going to go through this darkness with them. Because I know we're not going to ask these people to leave easily. That's why they're there. That's why they have structure. That structure of criminality can't go away overnight. That structure of destruction can't go overnight. Structure that has created 133 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty can't go out overnight. Structure that has created 95 million people living under absolute poverty can't go out overnight. Structure that have created over 20 million out-of-school children can't go out overnight. All we need to show is commitment, resilience, like use all the resources we can, all our energy, everything. All I assure them that I'm not going away. I'll be at the forefront. We will walk through this darkness until day break. It's something. I know the court will do the right thing. Their children are involved. The future of their children are involved. I had experience today, just today, that I told my chairman, I choose, whenever I meet a young person, I want to know what that young person does. So you see me every day talking to young people. So just this morning, I went somewhere with the chairman. And a young lady was to boil water for me to make tea. I said, I will do it. He said she will do it. She was excited to do it. She was worried. And she said to me, she was almost in tears that I lost the election. And I said, so what's your name? She said she's this, called her name. I said, so who are you? She said she was from Nasarawa. So I said, where do you go to school? She said she went to University of Nasarawa. I said, so what do you do? She said she has no job. She graduated since 2018. I said, so what are you trying to do? She told me she's learned how to do baking. So why are you not baking instead of being here to do this? She said she doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven.
Okay, so many people at the back there. So what I'm going to do is...
That's the life you get in Nigeria. People who don't have money to buy an oven.
Okay, so those are the backs. I'll recognize two people from the back so that you can, because of the time it takes you to move. You be coming, let me call someone here while you come.
Good morning, Your Excellency. My name is Dixon Irebu. I anchor Nigeria right now. Yeah. With the gloomy picture that is out there in our sight today, with the rot in the political space, where do you get your inspiration and your strength from? Nigerians want to know this.
Of course, I get my inspiration, Dixon, from the young girl who doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven. When people like me can sit down in a place and drink a bottle of wine, but it's costing that amount in the same country. When people like me have stolen billions of public money, that would have bought an oven for that young graduate. So that's where you get your inspiration. I said I want to build a new Nigeria, where those youths will have hope, where there will be a future for them. But I can't build it, Dixon, unless I do the right things, so that they can emulate how to do the right things. We cannot do it. We have to teach them how to do the right thing. Dixon, I have an opportunity to do what other people are doing. And you've seen it. From my corporate world, where I chaired corporations, including Security and Exchange Commission, to my being governor of a state, I had the opportunity to do what other people are doing, but I didn't do it. Because we have to live and show an example. And use the resources of the country, public resources, for public good. And ask those who have the opportunity of doing the right thing for the country to do the right thing. If we have a security man, he should do his job. If we have somebody to conduct an election, I've been an observer of election in some of the West African countries. It wasn't anything near this. Is this what we spend billions to do? Hey, what a minute. We should have used that billions to do something else and announce what we announced. Because this young girl would have had an oven and then we'll do the announcement.
Okay. Quickly. I hope you are not here.
Kabbalah is my name. I work with TV3 in Ghana. You said that you were going to court. One, what are the reliefs that you are seeking? Then two, the ECOWAS and African Union observer missions have described this election as generally fair. Do you ascribe to the suggestions of the reports describing the elections as generally fair?
Well, let me tell you, throughout my comments, I didn't want to mention comments of observers, because if you choose it, there's so many other observers like European Union, EU, NRI, and so many who have said it did not meet the standards, who have said it's rigged, who have said this. So let's not talk about what the observers are saying. Let's look at what Nigerians are saying. This is essentially a Nigerian problem, and I want to hear Nigerians. With all due respect to those who are visiting us, it's a Nigerian problem. I'm talking about what Nigerians feel. You're from Ghana?
Yes, please.
Is this fair in Ghana? Because you have, yeah. Just say, tell me, is this fair in Ghana? I just asked you a question. It is not. My brother, I've been to your country and I've witnessed the election. The earlier we start saying things that are wrong when it's wrong, my brother, Africa will be good. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me because it happened there. Don't be part of that. Africa needs to be fixed. And we all have to tell ourselves the truth. This is very unfair. It's the least expected of us. The other question you asked about going to court, I've told you, I cannot answer until I get to where I was asked to go. If I was asking a question that you're asking me here as I was coming here, will I say answer you? No. I was coming here to see journalists and answer their questions. And that's what I'm doing now.
Oh. Okay. Now, the last two. No, just come. The lady who's calling me, come out.
No, go there. You can go there and give it to them. Give it to them then.
Okay.
Your Excellency, good afternoon.
I've never done such. I didn't know.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Kingsley of the Daily Independent newspapers. I wouldn't want to throw a popular part now. My question to you would be, Nigeria has seen a lot, from the violence in the northeast to the killings in some other parts of the country in the south. If, for the sake of peace, the person and the party that was declared to be the winner approaches you for a unity government, for the sake of peace, don't you think also should be shaped and we thought the path of peace?
Let me say it again for purposes of your understanding. I've never, if you remember when I made my general comments, where is it? Please come, I want to be looking at you. Listen very carefully. When I made my general comments, if you recall, I did ask for people to go about peacefully. And since after that election, I've never done anything to show that I don't want peace. I believe in a very peaceful Nigeria. I've had several phone calls where I asked people to remain calm and peaceful. That has nothing to do with what I'm challenging. I'm challenging the process. If the process is faulty, it's faulty. In fact, you can't build peace on a faulty foundation. It's never happened to anyone in the world. You have to the foundation has to be right for peace to prevail. And that is what the foundation is, what I'm challenging. And I'm pleading with you. It's not about me, it's not about you. It's about the future of the society our children and future generations will live in. It has to be built on foundation of honesty, transparency, justice, fairness. We went into an election where somebody said and promised and shouted, this is the route we are going to go. This is how we are going to go there. And we followed the track. All of us. Suddenly, in that long distance journey. And it wasn't one day, and it wasn't quick. It lasted for over 1 year. And all of us told that line. Followed it. And suddenly, as we get to the end of it, somebody jumped from somewhere and claimed the prize. What did he do? At that stage, my brother, it's not about peace. There's a process of being anything you want to be. If you want to be a professor, you must go and be a lecturer, write thesis, and you are proved to be a professor. If you want to be a doctor, you go and read medicine. You cannot suddenly, from being a lawyer, and say conferred a doctorate degree. No. Lawyers go through law school. I can't be a lawyer. I cannot be awarded senior advocate today, no matter my knowledge of the law, because it is a process of being a senior advocate. Process is important, my brother. That's what makes a society. In this society, we have seen people suddenly become a senior advocate without going to law school. That's what we want to stop. Orderliness, rule of law. That's what makes a society.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think in the interest of time, you have a whole lot of things to do.
There was one lady.
Yes. I asked her to come because I know how you feel about young people. I wanted her to ask the question, but she got tired standing.
Oh, no.
Do you still want to ask your question?
That young girl.
Okay.
That young girl.
Yes, I gave her the opportunity.
Where is she? Scared her away.
She's not angry.
Huh? Her boss. No, her boss shouldn't intimidate her.
So, hello. Okay, you can come now. Please come.
Ask that question. Take it to her, sir. Please. Feel free. That.
What are your advices on the youth at volunteers because they believe their votes don't count? So are you telling them to come out to vote in governorship?
Thank you. My sister, I insisted because when I saw these are the people who have put their faith in us. Be assured. Believe me as an elder brother. Believe me as a father. Believe me that this journey, I'm totally committed to it. And I'll walk through with you. I know how disillusioned you are. Don't be. Because the people we're dealing with have made up their mind that we won't succeed.